everyone, this is Vess, and today we're back with another video. I'm going to do a how to digitally. This time we're going to start creating metals in our programs, and I'm going to go over ones that are done with blend modes, and the other one is going to be done with just plain old brush tool. So let's get into it. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I have my two shields set up already. I have one with my blend modes, which you see on my left hand side, and one without my blend modes, which is just strictly brush, and that's going to be on my right side. So the one with the blend mode is pretty much easy because all you have to do is go to your layers, and then there's this combine mode, which I call blend mode, up on top, and there's normal, you got your darken, multiply, color, burn, liner, burn, subtraction, light, and so on. So what I did was I have my base color on one layer, and then on my second layer I called it blend mode highlight or gold blend highlight, and I put a glow dodge color. So that's what brings out this glow color with the little hints of white. So we're gonna go ahead and do the silver part of that, being that we're already on this layer. So this is what I did. Being that I have the highlights already, what I did was I selected the areas that I want to do first. So I want to start off with the front part of the shield, not the trim, but the front part, and go back to my blend highlight mode. And then what I'm going to do is just grab my airbrush tool and grab the lightest color. So down here I have my colors, if you see them down in this area, and I'm going to go and grab this like light gray color, and then I'm going to try to follow the same path as this one over here so that it could look the same and not different. So this is pretty much too light for me, so let's go ahead and grab like a little bit more darker. It's good to have your colors down first so that all you have to do is basically select them and then do your shield. Like I always when I work, I have my colors down, so I don't have to worry about trying to search for that color. So I'm just using the brush and I'm just bringing down this white color basically, which is having your light color come in. So you don't have to really worry about the opacity of your brush, and the simple fact is mine right now, I will say the density is 36. I'm using a low setting so that I can have more I could keep adding brush strokes and it'll make the metal pop. So that's basically why I have it at that level, and I'm going to keep it at this level throughout the whole video. Okay, so I feel pretty much happy with the silver part. So now what I'm going to do is the trim. And the trim is pretty much the same goal with getting it done. So what you do is you go to your outlines, you click out that trim that you want, and then you go back to your highlight, which has the gold dodge, and then we're going to go ahead with that same color that we did with this, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and try to mimic the same thing on the other side. The good part with silver is you don't have to do too much, because it's basically white and white and gray. I'm sorry if I'm like stopping here and there. I have like this tendency that when I work, it's hard for me to talk at the same time, I guess. I don't know. It's just that way with me. Like my husband hates it all the time. I just get brain farts. That's what I call them. So yeah, so you know, just coming down with that gray color, that gray, and then it's bringing out that white. The glow dodge helps a lot too because it expands as it goes on. So that's just the cool part about that. Alright, that looks pretty much finished. It looks pretty good to me. With the gold, I did mix up this yellow color with this light color. You might not see the color, but I'm gonna click on it just to show you, and then when I hit my pen tool right around here, you can see that it's like a blend between white and like light yellow. So yeah, I played around with that light yellow and that gold, and I also added like little hints of white, just so that the glow dodge could pick that color up and place it on top of these highlights. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the without blend mode, and it's pretty much different from the glow dodge because you have to think about your colors and know color theory to do this. It's not hard or difficult, but you know, it's a lot of thought that gets put into it. I don't know about you guys, you know, if you feel any different, you know, just leave me a comment down below. So yeah, so I'm going to my other section, which is called without blend mode, and then I like to start off with the dark one first. So I get the darkest gray color, which is down here, and then I just add that hint in there. Like this. I want to keep it the same as the other one, so I'm just going to add another streak on that side like I try to do over there. So now I have a lighter gray down here, so I'm going to try to grab that color and come right here, just pick it up just a little bit so that it can match up with that shield. You know, if it's not as bright as you want it, you can always hit it off with a yellow. Wow, a yellow. Where are you, Vest? I don't know. You just want to hit it off with that, you know, that light gray color. I'm over here trying to look at this gold. I'm forgetting that I'm doing silver. But I'm back on track, guys. Don't worry about it. So here we go. We're trying to make this as light as possible. This nice shine. Now with shine, I noticed that you start off with dark and then you gradually go up so you can get that highlight. So what I'm doing is I'm basically gradually lightening up that color. So now I need a lighter color to bring out that shine. I have a little color here. You won't see it too much, but it's like a dirty type of yellow color. I mean, yellow. Here we go again. A dirty type of gray color. So I'm picking up that color just a little bit more, and then I'm not too satisfied with how it's coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, my default, and get that white and just go towards the middle part because I want to make that color pop out. So you see how that color's popping? That's what you want when you're thinking about your highlights. You want to bring it out to like where it's coming towards white, and come around with that white just a tad bit, and then I want to hit off some white right here just so that I can get a little bit more shine. That's all we need, just a little bit more shine. Okay, so that's how the base looks. I'm pretty much happy with it. It has that you have that your darks and your lights, and it's popping out and it's looking like armor. So now we're going to do the last part, which is the trim. So go back to your outlines. You're going to select that, And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and start off with that dark color. So let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Grab that dark color, and here we go. We're going to hit off the trim just a little around it. You know, just a little bit. You want to give it depth and show that the your armor has shadows and light in it. So here we go, we're adding this light, this darkness, because we need the darkness as much as we need the light. And then we're going to come down on it. We're trying to mimic the same way, just like I did on the base part, which is the, you know, the front plate instead of the trim. So we're just trying to get that color in there, that same thing. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to grab that lighter gray, which is this color right here, and we're going to add these little highlights right around here. So you don't want to get too crazy with it. Like you can even like lower your brush just a tad bit more and then just come around, you know. And then the lighter parts, you just want to go in a little bit more. Try to go as much as you can to make it more opaque. And then yeah, hit off that end and come down around. So you don't want to hit nothing but the middle here, because you want to show that it has roundness to it. Alright, and then you want to get that color more opaque right here, and then go up and do the same thing. Now what we're going to do is going to grab a white, but before we grab the white, I want to grab that dirty white color, that grayish, light gray color, just so that we can have a gradient, because you want to keep that gradient effect. It does help with when it does help with showing that there is some depth to it and some type of, you're not going strictly gray to white, you know what I mean? It has like that nice gradients to it. So now we're going to grab that white color. We're going to make our brush a little bit more smaller because we just want to get the middle, and just go ahead and up that color, and then just add little hints of white on the grays just to show, like, you know, little bits of white, and then hit off the middles with that. There we go. And there you go. That's how you create your metals without your blends and just strictly brush. You want to think about darkness, you want to think about your lights, and you want to think about using white. Like, once you make your gradients, you'll go on to your next one using that white. You can do this on any type of metal. You could do it on copper type of metal, you could do it on gold, silver, steel looking type of, steel is almost the same as silver if you want to go there. But yeah, it's not as vibrant as with the blend modes, but I do like to talk, like, if you do have blend modes, I do like to mess around with using the blend mode technique and not the blend mode technique and combined it, because it does give it a pop. So like for instance, if I do want to go ahead and add a little bit more highlights to my non-blend mode, okay. If I want to go ahead and add highlights to my non-blend mode, what I go ahead and I do is, you know, I'll just add another layer on top of it and call it highlights, add my glow dodge, and then just get a white color after I'm done with this type of shading, and just up it a little, you know, just give it that shine, just like so, and it'll give you the vibrance you need. You know, it doesn't, see how it's popping? So, you know, this technique is good for more than one way. You can always mix up your brushes and your blend modes and make your work pop. I recommend I recommend 100% just to you know, play with your colors and then go onto your blend mode, because it gives it more, it looks good, it looks better, and then it shows that you know your color theory. So that's basically how we create your shields with blend mode, without blend mode, and a blend of your brush and your blend modes. That's it for today's video. I hope that it taught you guys something, and I hope that the tips did give you a little bit of insight on how metals are created. If you guys have any other difficulties with certain things, even with your programs, just leave it in the comments below, and I will try to find time to play with some of the things that we have and some of the programs and see where I can help you guys in. I do like helping with you know, anything that it has to do with art, and get you guys to, you know, progress in your artwork, because that is important to every artist, just progressing. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to keep on, you know, enjoying our helping artists, or how to digitally, or how to do traditional art, hit that subscribe and you can have updates on what we're doing here on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and have an amazing rest of the day.